There's no baseball games on Easter. This might be the worst time and day ever in the history of live streaming to do a live stream, but I missed whatever two people are going to show up. Anyways, if you're an at work person pretending to work, hello. Oh, there's two. I called it. Show yourselves. I just ate a big giant Easter dinner, and I have not tested my voice out today yet. So, Mr. Prime, how are you, sir? Austin Lemke, and is it Lev? Did I get it right? And I wish for so long, cannot say, woohoo! The precious moments, cannot say. It's not like winds are falling, cannot say. Somebody didn't like the song choice. Two people didn't like the song choice. Cannot say. Happy Easter, Chris. Did I get what happened? Did I get any? Oh, I saw that you sign up on my website, Chris, there. It was like, I'm not sure what signing up on my website is. Hi, Kane. Holding hands and daughters and sons, and their faiths are falling down, down, down. I have wished for so long, how I wish for you today. Oh yeah, I saw Kane today because he did an elderly woman. I only have one subscriber. Hello, Steph. How are you? Well, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Brad. Happy Easter. We all walk the long road. There's no need to say goodbye, Sophie. All the friends and family, and the sun going round, round, round. Sophie and I had a nice chat last night. I have a wish for so long, how I wish for you today. What did everyone do for Easter? Or what is everyone about to do for Easter? I expect 10 answers. Toot sweets. I'm good. I'm good with that. All right, this one's for Pat Prime. Here we go. This one's for Pat Prime's wife. I knew a girl, thought she was fine. My friends all pointed out that love is blind. She stole my heart and took my mind. But as I came to, I discovered they were right. I don't know why, but I couldn't see through your eyes. When you came to me with she's no ordinary girl. I knew a guy, yeah, I can't. One time his ex-girlfriend attempted suicide. She called him up, started to cry. Said, if you don't come back to me, I'll swallow these and die. I don't know why. He went to her that night. After he tried to say that she's no ordinary girl. I can't speak for anyone but me, but for 23, and she was 35. What seemed so wrong turned out so right. But it could go the other way. Once you see what's inside, I don't know why. I miscarried to rise. But I soon found out that she's no ordinary girl. Someday I'm gonna make an album and every single song is gonna end with what is it? Oh man. You know that thing. Thank you, Panthea, X Pen X EQ. I appreciate that. And you had Easter yesterday here, of course. Yes, we went on an egg hunt. Yeah, I don't remember what I was just going to say. We went on an egg hunt. That was nice. Another egg hunt. Oh, we've gone from 5 to 9. I've doubled my expectations by 4.5. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. See what now? What did I just say? The egg hunt. I had a really he wasn't the sharpest crayon in the box bassist in one iteration of the Levers once, and he thought that this song literally meant I had a blind girlfriend. His name was, I'm not going to say his name. I heard about him through the grapevine later, and he'd gotten caught stealing and was fired. So JT, what is up? All right, what should we talk about? That was all I had. That's all I had planned. Somebody give me an ear test, something we could try to figure out or something. Kane doesn't know. What's my favorite Led Zeppelin song? Oh my goodness gracious. I think Kashmir is, and I don't know how to play Kashmir. I have. How about them pens? This is a Clark's shirt. I'm going to play a Clark song unless somebody comes up with something. I got to see the Clarks. If you watch the one where I did the ukulele song in the van, the Clarks, it was fantastic. I was able to say hello to the bassist and tell him about my Clarks cover band in California, because nobody knows who the Clarks are in California, and likely most of nobody. Isn't Over the Hills the one that's like Given to Fly, or no, that's Going to California. I don't know Over the Hills and Far Away off the top of my head. Okay, we've got some requests for that. Is this in standard tuning? Does anyone know? Juliet Lewis and Cowboys knew everybody. Say hello to Cowboy. I enjoyed reading Cowboy's comments yesterday and this morning. Well, Over the Hills and Far Away. Oh, yeah. Boom, right? I know that's not very helpful. Do you want to Skype in? Do you want to FaceTime in, Kane? You want to teach us all how to do it? That'd be fun. Kane, say yes. Okay, so we got... I remember the last guy I did this with. His name was Mike, and he gave me my MLB shirt I often sport. Guide me into how, but I'm okay with it. You want to FaceTime in? Are you FaceTime or Skype, Kane? I can accommodate FaceTime right now. So we got waiting on Kane's response. Oh, perfect. Kane, my FaceTime ID is ryanlendt@me.com. FaceTime me. I'll put you on the music stand here, and we'll all chat. Thank you, Michael. I got so far. I'm just waiting on Kane's FaceTime. ryanlendt@me.com. In fact, anyone who wants to FaceTime me, do go ahead. So we're going to hammer on pull off on G2, and then D4, D open. Is it G? That's all right, Kane. Yeah, so. And then is it? Ooh. Do the same hammer on, pull off, D4, back up to G, and then G, 4-2 open. I can't tell what you're making a joke about there, cowboy. So good. There's the start. What's next? D. Same thing. Same thing. So we got boo boo doo boo. Oh yeah, I know you like Zep there, JT. Of course, who doesn't? You know, but I have it in my mind that you particularly do. And then we're on. I agree with you, Brad. Man, I wish I could do 4 videos a day. I mean, I've seen a couple episodes of that 70s show, but probably not Freaks and Geeks. I'm not much of a TV washer, neither a watcher or a washer of televisions. So we got Open A and A2 and D2, A2, and then was that it? And we will get them. Do not worry. And then it was C, but was it C add 9 or C? Yeah, C add 9, and then G with a B in the bass, right? And then was there a B flat coming? Is it just a B flat, or is it like the Light Years B flat? I like that one better. I don't care which one it really is. You know, like you're walking down that C add 9 all the way to the first fret. Who Radiant's talking to me? Oh, thanks, Radiant. I appreciate that. Oh, four in a week. Wow, that's awesome. That's a lot. Which ones were they, Radiant? I still hope Kane FaceTimes in. Oh, 13 folks. Hello, folks. Mm-hmm. But that was like a. But that now this isn't again this when I do this here live. This isn't the end all be all. We're doing, by the way, for you newcomers, we're doing Over the Hills and Far Away. This isn't the end all be all. This is just my quick guess. Yeah. That's exactly right, Kane. But you do FaceTime or whatever, and then yeah. But if you do FaceTime on your iPhone, oh thanks, Optiker, I appreciate that. If you do FaceTime on your phone, you just you'd put my email address as the thanks, Mick. M person. I appreciate that. Hello to Spain. I've never gone to Spain, but I would certainly like to go to Spain. I've always wanted to buy a sword in Spain. So you just FaceTime call Ryan Lendt at me.com is all you do. If you have an iPhone, of course. That's so I'm you'd have to, are you in Europe, Brad? You'd have to fill me in on what exactly Article 13 entails, because I didn't I will someday. I will come to Spain someday. Because such a small percentage of my viewers are in the EU that I decided not to look and pay attention to that. Might not, be the most responsible response to that situation. Yeah. So that won't really affect me all that much, and unless people start saying suddenly I've disappeared. But you could imagine that as long as I don't play like a huge chunk of a song all the way through in a way that's recognizable by the computers, that's the song I'm doing. It's very difficult for YouTube to know, unless it's like manual and how many videos per day get uploaded. Certainly more than they can keep track of. That seems to me like a group of folks who are advocates for our copyright striking videos. Yeah, absolutely. To the extent that they can do it, right? Oh, Max, what's up, man? How are you? It has not affected me yet, anyways. And I think that's because I shy away. Like people always say, play the song through first. And first of all, like if I'm doing a song every day, if I'm being honest with you, sometimes like I learn the verse just well enough to be able to tell you what it is, and that you know what I mean. And sometimes I get through a whole song teaching you how to play it without ever really actually learning how to play the song. So I think my videos would be more they would have to be manually detected. But like I said, I think only like 8% of my viewers are in the European Union. It's funny how those two words start the same sound, but very different letters. I'm good, Max. It's good to see you. How tall are you now? That's my question. Max was, you can see Max in the Come As You Are video. Tried a lot of times to play. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you. I love playing even flow. You're saying Max is 6 feet tall now. I've known Max since he was like 9 and like this big. Yeah, I agree with you, Brad. And I think it's one of those things that like I feel like they're taking on more work than they can really actually back up, like actually do. And my hope is it'll just kind of fizzle as time goes on. I mean, yeah, I share your sentiment there. People who don't understand the internet, absolutely. I mean, it's like the even stupider thing is when I post a video and if it does get noticed as a song, right? As hi Kevin, how are you? That's our perfectly all right, Kevin. They own chord progressions. Yeah, that's messed up. I mean, it's scary to think that if you don't push back, Happy's Funhouse is here. It's scary to think that if you don't push back, the complete idiots will take over. And you kind of have to push back. What's my Pearl Jam favorite song? Is In Hiding. You want to do a Mac DeMarco tour? Absolutely, Mac. I know you have a few requests in there that I have not yet honored, but that's not to say I'm not going to. I'm still mad at Metallica for playing so many Metallica songs at the Chris Cornell tribute concert. I love Come Back too. That's a good one. What were we just talking about? Oh, the dumb thing is YouTube has. That's all right, Kane. No worries. I'll be here for a little while. The dumb thing is that YouTube has a great mechanism for if it is noticed, if it is detected that you're doing some song, you then share the revenue with the record company. No work needed on their part, and the amount of money each video makes per year is so insignificant. It's like there's some which I actually really enjoy. A lot of my Chris Cornell tutorials get manually detected, which means someone in the in the Chris Cornell organization is literally going through YouTube and going boop, that's mine, boop, that's mine, and then I'm sharing half of the money that I would make from that video, which is my very best video, my very 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 best video. I think makes $135 a year, and the average one probably makes $5 a year. So it's like if you're going to go through, take how much time out of your day to claim $2.50. First time I saw the Clarks was I've only seen them twice. Do you know the Clarks? Gosh, have we talked about this before? Oh, Request Baron's here. How's it going? I'm doing a lot of talking here. I'm still angry at Godsmack for smacking God. No, that's not the thing. I don't know that song at all. We have more to do on Over the Hills and Far Away. First time I saw the Clarks was when I was in college and I was 20. And it was super cool because it was one of those times like when you see the Counting Crows, not that I go out of my way to see the Counting Crows, but they were at, nothing wrong with the Counting Crows, obviously, but they were at Bridge School one year when I went to go see Pearl Jam. And I enjoyed the Counting Crows because I didn't realize how many of their songs I knew until they played them. And I knew, 90% of the songs they play. Ginger Pisces. What is Ginger Pisces? I have no idea what that is. Jeez, really wants Godsmack. Nothing against Godsmack. Let's continue along with what we've already started here for a little bit. And then what we have? like a 12 stringer coming in doing the same thing, but it sounds different. Yeah, and well, thanks for that, Justin. And it's also like, Pearl Jam clearly knows my videos exist, and they clearly are okay with it. They see the bigger picture, right? Which is I'm out basically cheerleading for all the bands we love, and that's I should be. It's not a zero sum game, right? Is the point of that. Google. I don't know what that is. Google. Oh, you saw the Clarks in the early 90s? That's amazing. Oh, South Park. I know South Park well. I grew up in Mount Lebanon. Pearl Jam Alive. Why have we not done Alive yet? What's up, Nick? How are you? I miss you, Nick. Ian's I got a Clark shirt. This was from when I saw him a few weeks ago, which was incredible. I don't think I've done every song on Lightning Bolt. Pat Prime has the answer to that. I'm guessing he probably left with his family. Madam Secretary Pat Prime there. The worst for blocking. You mean, are we talking about like YouTube noticing? Use Google Duo. I don't have Google Duo. I don't want to take time and install. I could, of course. Wait, is that easy? Can I just do it? Yeah. They didn't. I did Easter. We had an egg hunt. There was an Easter. That's it. I only have Father Son left to do on Lightning Bolt. Thank you, Madam Secretary Prime. Wow, there's 28 people here. How's everybody doing today? That's really great. I miss doing this. I love playing baseball, and I wish there was a baseball game today, but there isn't. Listen to Pearl Jam these days. You're very welcome, Fabrizio. Welcome to the Pearl Jam party. No problem, Kane. Kane put up a really nice cover of Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town, which I watched this morning, and it was cool to see. It's always cool to put a face to a name. Connor O'Toole's here, too. Hi, Connor O'Toole. When are we going to do some Guns N' Roses? Oh, I've had Low Light on my head. All right, that's as far as we're getting with Over the Hills and Far Away. Alive, I love playing this song because it was the first song I ever figured out watching MTV Unplugged when I was like 13. And I figured it out by watching Stone. Playing A. Oh, that's awesome, Blade. Yes, Bob, you have that request in. We got it, yeah. And I'm going to... You do an A, and then the move is you're going to hammer on D7 to 9, back down to 7. But in between those two things, I feel like I've failed people at trying to teach this song. You do that, A, and then you go. But in between those two things... I have no plans for the stream, Lev. I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, thank you, Brad. I will watch that. Everyone watch Rick Beato. That guy seems like a cool guy. In between that and that, you just slide up on A from 2 to 7, and then you do your... So slow. But the point of this, and what I always have trouble communicating, is that this doesn't have a landing spot. It's like as soon as you get up to 7, you start up on your... Yes, I got that. Yeah, I do got that. Oh, nice. That's it. I appreciate that, Happy's Funhouse, and that's a great one to start on. No barring or anything. Yeah, so the slide up is just... a noise to do in between this and that. So that one starts the same, 7, 9, bend it, 7, pull off to 0. And then it's F. I haven't. One of the reasons I haven't done this yet is because this is a giant. Goodbye, Kevin. Nice to see you. This is a giant rabbit hole. There's something in the chorus that I've always wondered what it is. It sounds like some motion that I'm trying to pinpoint. I suppose I could just ask Stone, but I want to figure it out myself. Or maybe Maybe I'll convince him to do that video together. Anyways, it's F and C. Happy Easter, Dawn, or F and C, wherever you want to. But Mike plays. What does he play? On the G string, right? This is a quick brush over, and then the so we got. She said, go through that. Was your daddy? Impossible to play and sing at the same time. I bet Chris Cornell could do it. But on the wow you thing, you go on the G string 7th fret. Back to normal. You're welcome. F, C again. Do not. This is not that. This is not. No, I don't, Sophie. I have not, Brad. E, G. Yeah, don't let me forget, Milan. D, and then there's this thing, which is what I think. I have not given this song the full treatment I would like to, but this is my preliminary guess. It's a great song. D3, E2, 5, 3, 2, open, B2, open G, 2, slide up to 4. Until it ends on B. All of the 5 songs I've published are on Spotify, and look up The Dirty Dirty Men also is me and Zoe. Some of you might recognize the name Zoe. Back with it, right? Then we got the back to the chorus, right? But so under Ryan Lendt and the Levers, you will find the songs I've finished and published, and the Dirty Dirty Men. And we're called the Dirty Dirty Men because Zoe used to invite me to her family Christmas parties, and we'd perform at them. And I'm glad, Blade. And we made up an intro, and it's hey, I'm Zoe, and I'm Ryan. We're the Dirty Dirty Men. He's dirty, she's dirty, and we're men. High five. Gotta laugh. Never. But yeah. So. And then it's B. And then there's that, like, I think there's some. Haven't figured that out yet. But the gist of it is F sharp. B. More research needs to be done. This is the gist, B and F sharp. I think this one's standard, Jason. And then we got the bridge, A, E, D, A, E, D. But there's that note that happens, and that's an open B string underneath your G2. Again, anyone just coming in here, this is not my fully endorsed analysis. And then it does this progression one whole step up. So when you're, trying to remember things without memorizing things, it's the same progression, one whole step up. So A becomes B, E becomes F sharp, and they play like D-shaped E. So 2, 4, 5, or you could just play E, that'd be fine. That is true, Justin. That's it. That is the nuts and bolts of Alive without getting too serious into it. Song over and over again. Oh, I mean, like, how do I make my videos? Usually I can tell because I've now, I'm up to, I teach guitar, right? But I taught heavily for 10 years, I'll say, and I still teach, but not quite as heavily. I don't have Skype on my phone. I don't have Skype on my phone, Kane. We're going to have a get. Let me get Skype. See if I can sign in. Okay, I'm going to get Skype right now. We got a low light, right? So how do I make my videos? I can usually, I can usually tell what it is without looking into too much stuff. But sometimes I have to go, looking at the tabs, and it's very rare you find a tab that's right. But it'll at least give you the clue that you need to figure out what it is. The Rosetta Stone. I've been playing for 24 years, but not all of that 24 years. Quick down. Yeah, I have a Skype name. I don't know if maybe my phone knows what it is. Not all of those 24 years was I playing. It probably sat in the closet for 2 years in high school. I wasn't very serious about it. I loved it, but I was on and off, as happens with things, right? But go figure, if you do something for 40 hours a week over 10 years, you'll get okay, come back and or as Tim Ferriss would say, if you want to get better at X, do X. Low light. Oh, we got to do more U2. I get scared every time I go to almost do a U2 song. I think Stone does it that way, like with your bar chord or your power chord, either way. And then drop the bass note. We're talking about low light right now. And then same thing on G. But I like to do it as open chords better, whether that's wrong or right. That's awesome, Cowboy. I'm glad you're here. And the neat thing about low light, and one of the things I like most about Pearl Jam, is lots of like prog, bands try to play in 13 beats per measure or whatever, just to do it, just to say they did it or something. And it doesn't really roll. You can't really tap your foot to it, which is fine. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just not for me. But Pearl Jam tends to be able to do weird time signatures and changes without you really realizing they did it. And Low Light's one of those examples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Clouds. I don't actually remember how to play this song. Feeling is what they said. Or is it just my way? That's all I remember. I'm working on it, Kane. Hi, Dusty Fairview. How are you? What's your favorite Pearl Jam album? We got it. Gil's name just reminded me that I want to do Gin. I want to do so many videos. I got to sit down. Oh, thanks, Sophie. Well, your voice is beautiful as well. Everybody, look at Sophie's lovely covers of things. I've done a video on Jeremy. I think I need to try that video again. I really picked it apart, and my favorite, when I feel like I've made a good video, is when it's concise, because very few songs are ever very more. Kane, well, that would make sense because Elderly Woman's on it, right? On verses. Very seldom are songs more, it's especially like Pearl Jam songs, more than just a few things, right? And Jeremy, I think, can be boiled down a little more than I did, but yeah. What's the best? I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Okay, let's go, says Skype. Sign in or create. I'm going to have to guess it, my password. Oh, my word. I'll try my phone number. 925-878. Oh. My phone number is fairly public information. Radiohead does interest me, Timber, sometimes. Oh, that is absolutely... I haven't heard that, Dusty. Yeah, Sophie, that's true. You do have to get used to your own voice, because when you hear yourself talk, the reason why everybody thinks their voice sounds awful on the, when they hear it on the tape recorder, is because when you hear yourself talk, you're hearing yourself through your body vibrating, right? And so it's deeper than it actually is. And you get used to that over your entire life. And then you hear yourself and you, relatively speaking, think you sound nasally, kind of like, you know, how nobody's face is perfectly symmetrical and you see yourself like in two mirrors. You're seeing yourself the way everybody always sees you, but relative to what you're used to seeing, you look completely, well, you look really weird when you're seeing yourself backwards for the first time. My tips for learning how to sing, Brad, are I would love to, but I'm not a singing teacher. I wouldn't even know how to be a singing teacher. Oh, I love all those yesterdays. Wouldn't even, I have to guess my password here. I wouldn't know how to be a singing teacher. I think time spent singing is the best way. And it takes a while, and you should record yourself and change what you don't like and keep what you do like. And over, you know, some amount of time. Sky, blessed sky. What? What, Gil? What are we talking about? Have you ever thought about doing Tool? There's a few Tool songs I like. Back with the thing about weird time signatures. Tool isn't most of Tool isn't my favorite thing in the world. I'm not dissing Tool at all. It's like arguments over which art is better. There's no such thing. It's all from the Blue album, Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly is one of the best songs ever written. Let's do Buddy Holly next. Love Buddy Holly. Goodbye, sir. Have a wonderful. Oh, you like that? Yeah, that's great. My cousin's favorite band is Tool, and I highly respect my cousin. I feel like I can tell for a lot of Tool songs, and I think it's been confirmed by a couple of people who I know who really like Tool and who know a lot about Tool, is that the song started with the drummer laying down a beat and, you know, saying like, "Hey, play something to this," and that's sort of how the tips for intricate playing while singing. That's sort of how the songs were born, and there's nothing wrong with that method. It's not the way I like to think about writing songs myself, so it doesn't really jive with me tapping my toes, but that's not Tool's, doesn't have to be any of Tool's concern. But there are some Tool songs I really enjoy. Absolutely 100%. Intricate playing while singing. Dumb it down first. And then what you have to do, give me an example, Dusty. Pick a song. Oh, thanks, Don. I appreciate that. Well, there it is. Yeah. And so sometimes you end up having to fit something that might not be the most natural thing on the guitar to the drum beat. And sometimes that's like the coolest thing ever, because you might come up with something on the guitar that you wouldn't ever, I don't really trying to sing Hot for Teacher. I don't know how to play Hot for Teacher. So there's that, Dusty. Does the guy play it and sing it at the same time? Or are you trying to do something that's impossible anyways? Oh, I think you're right, Cowboy. Sorry, Madam, Ms. What was I saying? Because sometimes you'll come up with something on the guitar that you wouldn't have thought to, and sometimes you're just trying to fit, like, you know, a square into a circle peg, or a circle peg into a whatever. We do need to do more Radiohead. That is obvious. I only did 2 Radiohead songs, right? Fake Plastic Trees and High and Dry. There's just not enough days in the week. But we will do more Radiohead. What am I trying to do? Guess my password. Sorry, Kane. Be it. Be the password. No. Let's see. Try this. Try this. Try this. Come on, come on, come on. No. I gotta reset my password. Oh no, then I'm gonna have to, oh shoot. This is a terrible idea. Kane, I'm sorry. I can't get Skype going. I don't have it on this device, and it's not going to happen here in front of everybody. But let's try it again. Thank you. Thank you, Happy. I'm glad you liked that. Next topic. What were we talking about? All those yesterdays occurred. But first, the tuning song. I really like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I like that Tool song. And then there's one Tool song that's surprisingly simple to play. I can't think of it. Which is not to say I'll never put a Tool video up. Is Schism the one I was just doing? So Sober, that's the one. Obviously, it's a bass line. what time? I don't know. We'd have to listen to that and figure out what the time signature is. And does anyone know off the top of their head? Is it 9? It's my guess. Off the top of my head, it's my guess. It might be 9. Why is what my... You're silly, Gil. You're very silly. Absolutely. Yeah. For as much as I play the guitar, if I play bar chords for more than 5 minutes on the acoustic, my hand hurts. So if I have a gig where I'm in Bugs Nice, we do have to cover Bugs, and it will happen. What was I saying? If I have like a gig where I know I'm going to play for a long time, sober. I put really thin strings on my... Jason, how are you? Oh, right on, Jason. You just... From that? That's awesome. Don't you think you gotta... What is it? Don't you think you ought to rest? Don't you think you ought to rest? Don't you think you ought to lay your head down? Don't you think you ought to sleep? Don't you think you ought to lay your head down tonight? I'm singing that. Don't you think you've got enough? Or don't you think you've got enough? Well, maybe you don't think there's time to stop. It's time enough for you to lay your head down tonight. What's better exercise for fingers? It's just play the guitar. Just play the guitar, Gil. I think things just... I think people, whenever you're learning anything, it doesn't matter what it is, you see people, myself included, assume that the thing that you're learning is going to take less time than it actually takes to learn it, right? It takes time for your neurons and your brain to catch up to what you want them to be able to do. And I don't know if kids learn faster than adults. I don't think that's... I'm not a neuroscientist. Surprise. I think that kids get enthralled easier than adults. And when you're enthralled, you learn better, right? And yeah, I would suspect that that's the answer to that question. But and yeah, so just play guitar and only play stuff that you really, really, really freaking want to play. You know that thing where you go and you're like, oh my God, it sounds just like what it's supposed to say. And you just can't stop doing it like 50 times. And when you try to stop doing it, you put your guitar away and you go try to pour a cup of tea, but there's just like a rubber band in between you and the guitar, and you just have to sit back down. That was me for a whole year with Yellow Ledbetter. Played nothing but Yellow Ledbetter for a whole year. I got really good playing just Yellow Ledbetter. It doesn't matter what you're playing. Doesn't matter if it's easy or hard. I love all those yesterdays because you can just hear, you can just tell. Just I don't know the answer to this question, but I would guess anything. It's a Stone riff. And these chords are really cool. It's F, right? Like just... And then the same shape. Usually when shapes are doing funny things and not changing, it's a Stone thing. And you can just see him. He just probably literally went one day by accident and went, oh, there it is. That's great. But this is... if you think of C, right? But it's not C, of course, because it has that G string first fret. But G is the fifth of C. Here's our C, A3. Fifths are located one string towards the ceiling from wherever the root is, the root being the operative note, and G being the fifth. When we make it a G sharp, it's a C. Goodbye, Blade. Nice to see you. Yes, it will get posted, Blade. Thank you for asking. Happy Easter to you and everybody who stopped by for any amount of time today. Thanks for stopping by. I thought it was going to be like 3 folks. It's pretty normal. 23 is a nice, comfortable number. I like 23. Thanks, Marshall. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for watching the vids. Delvite? Is that how I might say that? In Brazil. Hello in Brazil, sir. That's what me. It sounds like I'm saying with like a Russian accent or something. I'm just going to say Brazil. Not going to try to sound fancy there. Yeah, so we have a G sharp in our C, which makes it a sharp 5, right? Comfortably numb. That's oh yeah, that's those guys. That's Pink Floyd, of course. Pearl Jam solo for beginner. Learn all the wish list ones. They're so fun. Like how much? No, just learn the wish list ones. I made a video on all 3 wish list solos. We can do them here in a second though, if you like. Yeah, that's a great one to start on. Yeah, for beginners, for solos. So we have a C with a sharp 5th, which is, I believe, called augmented. So this is a C augmented. I believe that's the first chord in the Beatles' "Oh Darlin'." Here's our D. Let's see if I'm right. D chord, 5th of D. Let's find it out. Right? D is A. So where's our A in our D chord? It's G string 2nd fret. We're gonna sharp that. I don't know. I'm just rambling on about all those yesterdays and why I like it. So we have our D with a sharp 5th or augmented 2, 3, 3. Let's see if it sounds like "Oh Darlin'." It's the beginning of "Oh Darlin'." And then we have just a couple inversions. It's B flat, C, back to the riff. I love the way that riff just keeps going even when the rest of the band rings out. But it's not a B flat regular, it's a B flat with a D in the bass. So 5, 3, 3, 3, and then up 2 frets, and that way you can go. Yeah, and then there's the bridge. Which is just another, you can just tell that it just like came out because it's so convenient. You play an F, you land on that C, right, where we're gonna make our same B flat with a D in the bass, and then up 1 more fret to G sharp. And that's it. You never know what we're doing, Kane. Comfortably numb. I feel like that's an easy one. Is that an easy one? I've certainly done this before. I just have in front of the camera itis right now. I made a video on this. Well, thank you, Uncle E. How are you today? Good to see you, sort of. I wish we could all see each other. Maybe how many people can be at a Google Hangout? Maybe we should do that instead. I'm good. Thank you, Uncle E. And then, because it can't like 20 people be in Google Hangout. Maybe I should do that. Yeah. And the 2 songs are exactly the same. Pink Floyd is really good at picking up, speaking of the copyright situation, the Pink Floyd videos are almost always get noticed somehow. I don't even know how. Which is completely fine, you know. Comfortably numb. Hello. Great to see you, Sophie. I'm glad you were here. Have a great night. Sleep well. B minor A. G bum bum. E minor back to B minor. Okay, Jason. Happy Easter, Sophie. How would it be great strumming? Oh, this is, the reason I don't talk about strumming, I don't know. I mean, no, they're not demonetized. You have to usually share the money with whoever's song they are. The reason I wanted to say this on some platform, I'll say it to the folks who are here. One of the reasons I don't talk about strumming so much, I'm going to answer your question, is because putting their stuff strictly off limits. What did I do? Whatever the last live stream was that I did, I'm totally coming back to you, Shane. Whatever the last, no, that's all right. You know, they wrote the song. It's totally okay. It's just funny they're fighting over such insubstantial amounts of money. It's laughable is what it is. But anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, I don't talk about the right hand very much, and there's a reason. It's another one of these things where you think it should be going along faster, but it doesn't, and that's completely okay. Think about how long it took you to throw a baseball, you know, where it was going to actually be caught by the receiving end. It probably took you a few years, right? You should expect the same thing about anything. So be patient with yourself, let it happen, and you should really just kind of strum however you feel like, and for a while, and get comfortable with one strumming pattern only. Just get really comfortable with whatever one your favorite one is. Down, down, up, down. That's a great one to get comfortable with. I don't have anything out of Kane. We'll coordinate better. Email me, Kane, so we can figure it out for next time. RyanLendt@gmail.com. And that's completely okay. Well, think about Ramones are all downstrokes anyways. So what's wrong with that? Doesn't matter. But pick a strumming pattern and do it until you can do it, you know, upside down, blindfolded in a cave at 2 a.m. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so get really good at one strumming pattern. That's my first tip. My second thing to say is that if you put your finger on, you know, a note, let's say the D string 3rd fret, just to pick a note, doesn't matter. And if a robot plucked it, it would always sound the same, no matter if my finger was pushing it down or, you know, Sammy Hagar's finger was pushing it down, or if Stone Gossard's finger was pushing it down. If a robot plucked it, it would always sound exactly the same, right? But as soon as you bring your right hand into it, you can make it sound obviously within the range of possibilities, like anything you want. You can be soft, or you can be hard, and then of course it's the combination of how you pluck 10 notes in a row, or an entire song's worth of notes, which adds up to your sound, right? Because it's not your left hand doing the thing that makes it sound like you. It's your right hand doing the thing that makes it sound like you. So I don't like to tell people how to strum, because that's where your expression is. And it's up to you, much like when you're learning to sing and you want to listen to yourself back and change things. As you're doing it, you're going to, very in small increments over amounts of time, craft your own special way. Because I mean, I'll bet you anyone here, if we blindfolded you and had, you know, Eddie and Mike and Stone line up and play the exact same riff, I'll bet you all of us could tell which one it was without looking at it. And that's because, you know, Eddie's like a down strummer, and Stone's kind of like quirky and gentle, but sometimes you just be able to tell. So just strum however you want. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Pick some arpeggio songs, right? Because that'll get your right hand more aware of where it is, your proprioception going, right? One of my favorite, I actually really secretly like Collective Soul. That's nice. F gaming. I'm not even going to try to say that. I do compose original music, Cowboy. It's on Spotify. You just asked me that. I've actually composed a lot, but I've only finished and published 5. My goal for my life is to publish all the ones that I've ever written. That might take my life, assuming I'll write more too. What was I saying? December, right? Really great one to learn for right hand, only if you enjoy it. Don't learn stuff because it's a good one to learn for X, Y, and Z. But if you enjoy the song, and if you would enjoy doing it, then because you really need to get the sort of subconscious knowledge from your right hand. it's like can't do it on an acoustic guitar. Ouch. I love The World I Know. Shine's great. We did Shine. I know. Thank you, Edgar. I don't remember Sirens. What capo is it, everybody? I really... I don't remember how to play Sirens. There's something I noticed in Society, which is disturbing because I've got... That's my most... Thank you, Pat. Society is my second most viewed video, and I'm hearing it back with better ears now a couple years later and noticing I missed that all the C's are C with a G in the bass and so on and so forth. But it's still a song. There's just a couple of little things that could be better. Your green teddy reminds me of it's not a green teddy, it's Kermie. Really? Thank you, Pat. What's next? I don't mind. Thank you, McKinnista. Thank you, sir. Have a great evening. Appreciate you being here. I am a fan of System of a Down, and there's a whole bunch of System of a Down songs I want to do. I love System of a Down. There's a bunch of I don't know what gel is. That's a good guess, Pat. There it is, B string. Again, I think I'm gonna have to lock myself in the basement here and start and for just a few weeks, just for fun, publish videos like nonstop. I want to do a day. What is the that's Mr. Spaghetti? Chop Suey, definitely. I love playing. Hi, Max Payne. How are you? Middle finger comes off the C, and then A minor. B string goes 1-3. Who's talking about John Mayer and why? I don't have a video on gel. What did I miss there? I don't know. Oh, no, I do not. No, I don't have any videos on System of a Down, but I would like to. If I just said the same thing. Well, why are we talking about John Mayer? I like John Mayer. Okay, Edgar. I can sing 8 and it blows my friend's mind. I'm clearly out of this. I have no idea what's going on right now. From John Mayer? I love some John Mayer. I don't love all John Mayer. Well, I don't. That'd be fun. One of the things I kind of let's see if I can even remember right now. Oh, I can't even do it. It's Heart of Life. I love that song. Okay, I spent like months on this technique, and now I haven't done it in like years. What's the next one? Oh, it's got to be D. And then what? B minor. What? F sharp minor. G. D. A. It's really, yeah, love that song. Do I know any Sublime? I know some Sublime. I love Santeria. Oh, great question, Ashok. I like that question. I just have to do this one more time. Oh, that's absolutely true, Shane. So did I for the entirety of his first album. What's up, C-May? How are you? I thought John Mayer was a worthless pop artist too. I mean, who can blame us? If you listen to his first hit, which is Welcome to the real world. But no, he's clearly a very, 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 very good musician. Play D, B minor in my style. There it was. Did I freeze? Ah! Oh, okay, good. Just kidding. There was something else I wanted to say. Sublime, right? Oh, that's What I Got's fun, right? And it's got that really cool solo, and plus it's only 2 chords. That's it, right? Early in the morning. Do you know the solo, Shane? Or I mean, Kane? Good. Let's see if I remember it. I did Long Road at the beginning. That's what I opened with. What's Unity Fest, Kane? I did it on the 12th fret. I'm gonna play a Clark song unless someone else comes up with something. Oh, I love this. Oh, that's cool, Kane. I certainly. Oh, Santeria. Oh yes, Corduroy. Which one? It's been a while since we did Screaming Trees. I really like them. We got to do more of them. Boo boom. I did a video on Nearly Lost You, Edgar. I don't remember it. It was like 2.5 years ago. Our 3-year channelversary is coming up. I did that one too, Max Payne. Oh, Soul to Squeeze. Is that Soul to Squeeze? I did a video on this. That was again. There were so many good songs. I think if I do this at this rate until I die, I'll have 9,000 videos up. I don't know if that's enough. What's my strategy for bar chords? If at first you don't succeed, Sergio, what's up, sir? How are you? Strategy for bar chords. You do it on the electric guitar because it's easier. Gotta squeeze, man. So get your hand in position, just work at it until it gets better over time. Give yourself time. I don't know that song, Brad, off the top of my head, obviously. That's a great approach. Anybody remember how to play Society? This the who's thinking. I don't remember. It's only 4 chords. I don't remember how to play Society. Corduroy is fun though. Yeah, it's B minor, but I like Capo 2 better. Society. F, C, right? Hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. And avoid the bar chords if at all possible. Without me. There's those that get more, less is more. And if less is more, how you keep it score? Means for every point you make, your level drops. Kinda like you're starting from the top. You can't do that. Society, you're crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. Hope you're not lonely without me. Right, that's on C. Favorite guitar effect? Gosh, what is the most multitask? And I don't understand the second half of your question. A B C X Y Z. What is my favorite guitar effect? My favorite guitar effect is no effect through a really beautiful, lovely amp, which is why this toy amp is so nice. You've got many lovely amps in your toy amp. All six. Thank you for answering, Madam Secretary Prime. That's nice. That's great. I like that, Pat. I think anything you can come up with will probably... I don't know anything about no effects. Sloth! Yeah, Sloth's got to be... I mean, he's got to be pushing 2 a.m. right now. Oh my... Yeah, well, you go to bed, Fabrizio. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to play a Clark song. That's all there is to it. After I figure out how to play the Clark song. Oh, I was close. All right. Well, sweet dreams, Sloth. Good to see you. It's my favorite song ever, and I can't think of how to play it. After I figured out, I'm gonna... One more second here, and then I got All right. No rain again. I did a video on that song. All right, this is a great Clark song. Vincent, will you teach me how to paint? Teresa, will I ever be a saint? John, I really think your songs are great. I was born too late. William, will you teach me how to write? And Cassius, will you show me how to fight? Thomas, say I think I see the light. I was born tonight. I'll just do one chorus. Thanks, bro. Hard time leaving this town. I've been losing everything that I found. I'm gonna search the sky, kiss the ground, build it up and tear it back down. That's all the Clarks I'm gonna subject you to. No rain. You can't play it all, right? Because there's one guitar going. Right? And the other. Have a great night, bro. The other guitar's going. B, 10 and 12. This was one of those songs I played 80 million times when I was 12. Which is the E, right? It's actually really simple. And then the rhythm's all E and D. And the lead guy's like. So B, 10, 9, 10, G11, 9, 7. And I like doing that. Hammer, slide, 3 times. And the last time, which is just kind of like you're making a little D shape there, but you're sus4ing it with your pinky. All right, on the 9, 10, 9. Oh, we're on the same page then, Kane. B10, G9. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the puddles get the rain. And all I can do is just pour some tea for two and speak my point of view, but it's not safe. It's not safe. And then we're to ED. I just want someone to say to me, ooh, 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 I'll always be there when you wait. Yeah. Telly, keep my cheeks dry today. Thanks, C-Mate. So stay with me and I'll have it made. I'll have it made. And I don't understand why I sleep all day. Everybody answer the question. Tell your strat. And I start to complain when there's no rain. And all I can do is read a book to stay awake. And it rips my life away, but it's an escape. Escape. And then it's all. It's one of those. It's great to learn a solo when you. It's great to just nerd out to one solo. That's like one of the 2 solos I've ever nerded out to in my entire life. And slow it down until you can. I have 2 strats, ironically, and 1 telly. Well, 2 tellies. Okay, they're tied. And then when you do it fast, when you're really comfortable, everybody thinks you're really great, but you're not. You just know one thing really well, and that describes me and soloing. Exploder. That's Audio Slave, right? We're talking about Audio Slave. I got to do more Audio Slave. I got to do more Chris. I gotta make more videos. Ah, what else? We should do like 2 more things. Huh. Well, go figure. Are you telling me Audio Slave doesn't have a song called Exploder? Yeah, I know, Uncle E. We do need to do The Keeper. It's such a pretty song. I know. I'm going to check on this fact. It is an Audio Slave song. Not that it isn't a Tenacious D song. Oh, cool. Sorry. Now I understand, Kane. I love Gasoline. That's a good song. Burn that gasoline. All right. Since nobody's giving me a conversation topic here, I'm going. Yeah, we do need gasoline. I haven't done Gasoline. Have I done Gasoline? Let's find out. Gasoline. I have done Gasoline. I've done Gasoline. I haven't done Vaseline. But I would like to do Vaseline. That's a good song. We got to do Glycerine too. I love Elliott Smith. I love Elliott Smith. I have this recurring dream that I run into Elliott Smith in like a park and like in a pavilion, like in a little where you'd picnic, right, on the picnic benches, and all he ever wants to play is the intro to Sweet Home Alabama, and I'm like, Elliott Smith, play me this or that, and he just keeps going, and I'm like, God, Jesus, happens every so often. Then I wake up laughing. I do have a video on Gasoline, so there we can all learn it. Oh man, I love Crop Duster. I don't know how to play it though, but I will. I absolutely will. All right, this is the world debut. I've been working on this for years. This is a language that I'm working on, and it starts out. It's just some funny words that sound like other funny words, but it can be entertaining. Every once in a while, I text this whole list to one of my friends or something, and it's a big, long list, so it's a very intrusive text message. But it started out with the simple idea that no means yes and yes means yes, right? And then we got things like a bird, like a tweet, means absurd. So you might say. You might say, wearing spaghetti on your head, that would be a bird. Falafel, no. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. Let's see if this is like the Andy Kaufman, like reading the book until there's only one person left. This is one of my favorites to bring up. Bivalve means ambivalent. And the best way to do this language is to use it in emails with people who have no idea what you're talking about. So, do you want to meet for lunch or dinner? I'm completely bivalve. Goodbye, C-May. Nice to see you. So if anyone wants this whole list, please send me an email and I will send you the entire list. Some are better than others. Pierogi means prerogative. It's worth. Poblano means problem. Lozenge means challenge. Shane. Ryan Lendt at gmail.com, Shane. Goes for anyone always. It's this one, and then sometimes like the logic of it gets you the logic of you gets you kind of stuck. So I had abalone means abnormally. I'm feeling abalone lazy today. But then logically, if abnormally is abalone, then normally is unabalone. Yeah. On abalone, I would be hungry as it's 12 o'clock, but today I'm not. Anyone who wants this list, ryanlent@gmail.com. I will send it off. Zelda means seldom. Tortoises means torturous. That's funny. And then I've done so many that I've forgotten, of course, about them. Conifer means confer. One of my favorites, Beyonce means beyond me, and I'll give you one more. But my favorite, when I texted that to my dear friend Kelly, she texted back, why anyone likes Beyonce is Beyonce. No offense to Beyonce. Oh yeah, totally. It's just only about words sounding like other words. Octopus means opus. Pontoon boat means spontaneous. Ryan Paquette, you owe me an email because you won the automatic tuner thing. I'm glad you showed up. RyanLent@gmail.com. Send me your address. I left a comment on your comment and you didn't respond. So I've been enjoying your tuner thing for quite some time. So please send me an email and I will send it to you. Yeah, way. Way. And thank you for letting me borrow it. I've kept it in good shape. I knew you'd come today just for a second. Yeah, I'm glad you're happy. All right, one more song. Now that we've accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish, we shared the language, we shared the love. We got to play one more thing. And then we're going to say Happy Easter and good night after the Craziest Friends theme song, of course. Yeah, Happy Easter, Ryan. I need one more song to play. One more song to play. I feel like Kane and Edgar are now on board with the Craziest Friends theme song. I've got two. I need one more song to play. Somebody suggest something. Or I'm going to go, let's play Buddy Holly. I'm playing Buddy Holly because somebody asked me my favorite song on the Blue Album. We'll just kind of go through it. Ryan is in perma caps. Why do people buy glasses when they give them to you for free when you buy jalapenos? I do not know. It's Buddy Holly. Love the request, Uncle E. Okay, so it's really detuned, of course, right? Since everything is on the Blue Album is detuned, so it's F sharp. You could do it as power chord. It's a power chord in the album, but bar chord works good too. F sharp minor, but let's do the album. F sharp, and a little pass through G sharp into A. So 2, 4, and 5. What's with this homies dissing my girl? What do they got up front? Let's find it. 6 and 7 on G. What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? And then you hear the, it might be a rhythm guitar in the background or just the bass. I'm not really sure. I always do this because it's fun. B and C sharp octaves at the very most. And then D, C sharp minor, F sharp minor. Whoops, I always stick to minor there. It's not right. D major. And then to D minor. That's for all the time. Now the chorus is 4 parts. A, so it's one of the best songs ever written, in my opinion, Kane. A, D, E, A, F sharp, low E, F sharp, D, E, A, D, E, A. So here we go, chorus. Oh, you, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. F sharp minor or F minor? A shock. Easily. Well, the easiest way we'll get back to Buddy Holly. The easiest way to play F sharp minor is just 3-3-3 on the B, the E, and the G. So when people are first coming in and they unfortunately pick a song that has F sharp minor, and it's a chord song, not a power chord song, I would go with that for a beginner, right? Because the goal is always to get them playing the song they want to play, even if it's not the right way. You know what I mean? Like with kids, you just ask them what here's how you teach little kids guitar, right? All you want them to do is have fun. Not that you're a little kid, Ashok. You might be. I do not know. Hiding behind the avatar there, could not tell. But you pick their favorite song, doesn't matter, and it's always going to be like this poppy rock song, because they're kids and that's what they like for the most part. Oh, F major will be right there. And then you just give them the root notes. Like let's say we were doing When I Come Around by Green Day or something, right? We just go literally. And that's it. That's their job. When they can do that, there's no reason to teach them power chords, etc., blah blah, if they physically cannot do it, right? But so then if you're going to say a more satisfying way to play F sharp minor, I would say the power chord, 2 fingers at first, 3 fingers next, and then once that's comfortable, you can start to try to add the bar. But for F major, the easiest way to play F major is play B1, G2, D3. Nice. Oh, I love All Apologies. I love that song. Oh, F minor. Yes, we'll get through this next one of these times. Oh, that'd be fun, Delvey. That would be fun. F minor is 1-1-1. That's the easiest way to play F minor that is definitively or almost definitive. It is. It's an F minor chord. Yep. 1-1-1. It's a little wussy, but if you're having trouble doing it at all, do that. Cow means chow. Cowboy, that was amazing. I am adding that to the list. I love this. That was really, really natural, Cowboy. Major props. Cow means chow. And that's how it has to be phrased, too. It's blah means blah. Good guess, Max Payne. My second favorite band. And then it's like there's probably 20 bands that are tied for second, and they just rotate, which is my second favorite for that particular week or whatever. Because sometimes I just get completely obsessed with the Clarks, and that's all I want to listen to. So and then obviously sometimes I just can't stop listening to Chris Cornell's solo stuff. Is often there. I love Matt Nathanson. Don't tell anybody. That's my dirty secret, is that I love Matt Nathanson. That's all right, Ben Hodo. How are you? The Easter turtles. Yeah, I should have brought an Easter turtle out. I don't know what that is, Max Payne. I do not know. Let's get back to Buddy Holly. We're finishing Buddy Holly. We're playing the Craziest Friends theme song, and then we're saying Happy Good Night Easter. Of course we are, Chris. Yes, absolutely. I'm actually in several bands at the moment. I just made a little project with we're getting back there, Kane, don't worry. With Ruthie's co-workers, man. And we recorded and finished a whole song, and I'm going to be sharing that with you. It's called Sylvia's Echo is the name of the band. No, I cannot. I'm sorry, Mr. Sir. Only because I have my 2 turtles are named Sylvia and Echo. Sylvia's Echo. So it's a lovely song. It's kind of an artsy project. He's fun to write with. And then we got, of course, me and Eric and Nick's effort, which is, what is it? Eric got a promotion, and he's been ditching us for work lately. So that's okay. It'll all work out. Nobody's in a hurry. And then I've got my buddy Scott from my band in California, Breaking Code, and I moved to Pennsylvania, and turns out he lives here. So we're going to record some of those songs too. Oh, don't worry, Kane. We will. Do not worry. It is top on my mind to keep that going. Absolutely 100%. No stress. Where were we? Next verse. Don't you look dear, I'm always near. I know that you need help. But that time it's an octave higher, right? Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slits. You need a guardian. Here's that. Bridge. A, and then it's all on the F sharp. Oh, thanks, Kate. E, F sharp, and then it goes. I got something in my eye. Oh my! And then it goes. So it's just like a little riff, I believe. It's been a long time since I've learned this song. Which is just your F sharp minor pentatonic scale, right? And back down. Know what I do? Don't look now, but I lost my shoe. I can't run and I can't kick. What's the matter, dear? Are you feeling sick? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter, you? What's the matter, dear? Are you feeling blue and yeah, I know. I don't think that's right, Pat, because it's so freaking fast. You got to go. Right? Do you think that's really it? I haven't looked at Weezer doing it, so I don't know for sure. I don't remember when I came to this decision and if it was an informed decision or not. So, hey, Kara, how are you in Canada? So we will find. I will find out when I go to actually do this song because I would like to really actually do this song. And then there's that thing. Right, so we're all the way up on. Well, let's do it manageable somewhere. Here, octave higher, right? Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. I'm still gonna do it this way. Whatever the answer is. Oh, that's all right, Kara. Don't even stress. So 5. Is it 7 there? Or is it? I don't know. One of the two. Either 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 6, 5 definitely, or I don't know. I'd have to listen to that. And then it's all, oh, you, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. And the ending is just my favorite. I don't care about that. It's so fun. Kara just texted me literally in the middle of a field. Kara is in the middle of a field. Yeah, I don't know which one it is. We'd have to look at it. That sounds right, doesn't it? Larry Workman, what's up, man? How are you in Portland? Oh, in Portland means important, by the way, in the language. Oh, I meant Oregon. By Portland, I meant Oregon. I meant generally the state in which located is Portland. Tommy C., what's up, man? Happy Easter. Oh, thanks, Delvit. Yeah, so you're on your A, and then you're going down with your F sharp power chord, but with the E in the bass, right? I love that ending. And the other guy's like, out of your F sharp minor pentatonic scale, right? All right, Craziest Friends theme song. You guys are so kind. Like I said, I thought this was going to be super tiny. It absolutely was not. Oh, thank you, Pat. Appreciate it. Wow, those guys are nuts. They do that? Or do they do? Do they do that? I can't. I'm never gonna do that. So they do this. Yep. Well, anyways, thank you, Madam Secretary Pat Prime. No, I'm not playing an E either. Oh, they don't play that one. It's just. Rivers Cuomo is amazing. Anyways, you guys are absolutely the best for showing up on this Easter Sunday. I am grateful, thankful to see you all here, and it's time for us to play the Craziest Friends theme song. Like that. That's going to confuse me for the rest of my life, but we'll get it figured out when we do Buddy Holly. All right, so here's how we do it. You're going to go, and let's see if I get this right this time. Okay, so it's D. I want in 24 households across America, I want 24 sets of neighbors being very confused about what's going on in the house next door. So it's D. This is our rehearsal. 26. Oh, Kurt, how's it going, man? Kurt's almost a dad. Frodo Baggins is here. I was watching Lord of the Rings last night. Everything is at the second fret then. Huh. I understand what you're saying, but I don't quite. That's it. You're getting the packaging there, Ryan. I'm glad you showed up. All right, so here it is. I'm very sorry to say we're leaving now. The first one, Frodo. It's D. Undeniably, right? So close, Kurt. That is awesome. Well, great. I'll be seeing you. It's up to you to let me know when the kid starts sleeping enough that you've got your minds and bodies back. That's it, Edgar. D, second time, most decidedly. And then D, the craziest friends. G, D, G. So, are y'all ready? Here we go. 27 sets of neighbors. The Craziest Friends theme song is a sad song. This is the happiest song in the world. Oh, thanks, Kurt. I appreciate that. No hurry, no worries. Is the Craziest Friends theme song being dissed? How dare you? Okay. Oh, because it's over. Thank you, Edgar. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll have a rain out before too long, as it is southeastern Pennsylvania, and it almost never stops raining. All right. Thank you in the Netherlands, passing fable. Here we go. All together now. D? Aw, thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. Here we go. All together. Get your guitars out. Confused neighbors all across the country. Undeniably, most decidedly, the craziest friends. I just threw the pick. I just threw the pick in my jalapeno water glass. Oh, peace out, guys. Thank you so much. Happy Easter. That was great fun. I know. I think we only went one extra week than usual, but congratulations, Kurt. That is awesome. Goodbye, guys. R. Keegan H. I'm sorry that you came in at the end, but don't worry. I do live, sometimes. Usually every other week. Cowboy, exactly. Usually every other week, but not during baseball season, only when there's a rain out. Goodbye, everyone. Be well, be safe. Have a great night. Love seeing you. Love being here. Missed you guys. I'll see you, I'll see you Tuesday with more stuff. Cow.